This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the part work so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 2 of building the Eleanor, the Mustang from Gone in 60 Seconds. Now, this issue, being how they do this part work, there's only the one magazine for several issues. I've already looked at the magazine and it didn't have instructions for issue 2 in it. It should have had, but for some reason there's 2 variations of it and this one didn't. I have found the instructions online and it's a wheel. How difficult can it really be? We're about to find out. So I'll get it out of the packaging because it's a lot of peeling off of cardboard and stuff. We'll get the parts together and I'll show you what it is that I'm going to be doing with this wheel. So the parts supplied, we've got metal part, plastic part, metal part, rubber part, and some screws. Now it says to insert this into some hot water. I haven't done that. I've not had to do that on any other wheels that I've built from any other car part work. So we'll see how it goes without that. But if need be, obviously I will, and we'll see how it goes back together. So to begin with, what we are doing is, let's have a look. We're fitting that to that. I can't really tell what parts they are. This is going on the inside of one of these. Must be going on the inside of that. See how this is going to go together. It's going to go together like that. That's going to go. Cut out piece there. Is that going to match up? I can see. Okay. Right. These are the outside pieces that are going to line up with that. So it's not those that I need. It's the internal pieces that this needs to connect up to. Is it that way around or is it the other way around? The trouble with the instructions I've been able to find for this are not the greatest of quality image. But it certainly looks like it's going to be that way around. And then that's going to go over the top of it like that. That will work. I understand how that goes together then. So that's what we're going to do. So according to these, I am going to be using some very blurry screws. I can't tell what they are. What have we got? We've got PS05 and a DS02. Definitely looks more like a P than a D. So I'm going to be using these. Possibly plastic S05. I don't know. But there's 3 of those. Are going to hold the inner cap, basically. In a hub onto the outer surround. We'll get those in there. As ever, I'm going to get them in one at a time. Make sure they all line up and go in properly, and then come back and tighten them up. Just to make sure that they all line up and go where they should. That one, and the third. Goes in there like that, and then the outer piece obviously needs to line up. Yeah, there's nothing on this that says anything about where that. Oh, there's 3 cutouts. That's okay. I'm being dense. There are 3 cutouts, so they're going to line up with something. What are they going to line up? Are they going to line up with these pieces there? So that makes perfect sense to me now. That will go in there like so. And then we need the other 3 screws from the other packet. Hold all of this together. 3 of those. Go through here, and these are obviously fitting from the inside, so even if there wasn't a tyre over the top of it, you wouldn't be able to see that anyway. 1, 2, and the third. Once again, get them all tightened up. So there we have that. Now good to go. It looks quite nice. I like it the way it looks. So next up, we need to get the tyre on there. Now, is there a difference? The way around the tyre needs to go. It looks the same on both sides. There's going to be a bit that's going to go forwards. And again, I can't quite make out from there. I'm not that worried that it's going to be the wrong way round. I'm going to guess that it's going to be that way round. Although, again, I don't really know for sure. This might be that tyre. I'm going to have a look round, and that is very, very tight. So I am going to need to heat this up in some water to soften it down. So I shall get that softened down and indeed get it put onto there after I've done a little bit of research and seen if I can find out which way round it needs to go. I only just pop it onto that inside piece, let alone that main outside piece. So yeah, let me get that forced onto there after heating, and we'll see how it looks after that. Right, let's see how this works. This is the front left tyre. So looking at some pictures of the car, it looks like the narrow part should be, so it's like an arrow pointing forwards. So it needs to be that way around with a narrow part on the left as that goes around there. This is not boiling water, but it is hot water. So it does say be careful not to burn yourself. So it sounds like good advice to me. Let's mess up the white balance as much as we possibly can by bringing in lots of white things. Let's just dry this off. And while it's still pliant, it's definitely more pliant than it was. So yes, we're going to have that on that side. So we're going to go in that way round. I don't think it matters from which side we go. But we'll try and get that in there and not go all the way through. I can see this being fun. Actually, not as bad as I thought it was. The heating up definitely does help. I may do that for other tyres when I have to do them. That did make that a lot easier than it would have been without. So if this is the front left, then I say that it's going that way. If it was the front right, then it would be going the other way, which doesn't look quite as good. Doesn't look quite right. So I will have that way round. And that is the end. That's part of this build completed. Nice and easy, no trouble, no hassle, apart from the trouble and the hassle and the not having instructions for it. But yes, I have now received the second pack of these, which has got parts for 3, 4, 5, and 6, and instructions for 3, 4, 5, and 6 as well. So that's how I know that this is now without instructions. But that's that, all done. I shall put this in the box aside. It's still very warm. I'll let it cool down before I put it next to anything else. But that's that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the build, and I shall see you very soon for the next part. Bye-bye for now.